Yo guys, what's up? It's Big Hoss here, along with Dixie. She's kind of running off, she's a little camera shy today. But alright, got some cool stuff to show y'all. Earlier today, today is Saturday. Worked a lot this week, so I did eventually meet up with that guy I was telling y'all about the guy that had like the Transformers and all that stuff. He had some wrestling figures. I'm shocked. And I don't think the guy knew what he had, because I got a pretty good deal on these. I paid like $35 for this whole lot. These are the ones I already have in my collection. I'm going to show y'all what they had. Hulk Hogan, this guy had. I mean, he knew who this guy was. He wasn't a big wrestler. I mean, he was a wrestling fan, but not like, like me or anything. But got a Hulk Hogan. He's not in the best. He's in somewhat alright shape. He's got some bite marks on him. Junkyard Dog. Yes. These are just figures I already have. They were just in that lot. I'm pretty sure y'all guys you paid $35 for these. But there's two that I didn't have that was in this lot. And I have a Ricky Dragon Steamboat. And this one's, his nipple's not actually taken off. So maybe I can clean him up, touch up some paint, and he'll be good as new. Alright, so got that out of the way. These last two I'm about to show y'all, I mean, y'all are going to have a fit over just the fact that I paid $35 for this lot. Y'all ready? Black Singlet Andre the Giant from the Black Series. And it's the real deal, because there's the marking on the boot. How this thing got here and where I'm at blows my mind. And it's not in bad shape. One place that's got some paint wear is on that left boot, and just a tad bit of paint chipped off the side right there on the right. And his eyebrow, he's missing his left eyebrow. I mean, excuse me, his right eyebrow. He's in pretty good shape. I've already done kind of cleaned him up a little bit. When I got home, I went ahead and kind of just took a washcloth to him and kind of just cleaned him up a little bit. He really didn't have too much paint. He only had like a few little paint spots on his hands and arm, but that was it. He's definitely in good shape. I kind of wish his eyebrow wasn't missing, but I mean, other than that, he's in pretty decent shape. Has the Titan Sports Inc. 1989 Grand Toys, made in China. So it's the real deal. It's not, a lot of people will tell you about. Get on eBay and you see these guys on there going for like $300-400 or more, and usually it's the blue tight Andre, and they just repaint it, and then if they don't show that marking on the bottom of the foot, then it's not the real Black Singlet Andre. So definitely a big score to pay $35. I mean, he was well worth it. This dude's worth a lot more than that. He's like, I see him go for a lot of money. He goes for a lot online. Any of the Black Series figures are, they're usually about, I think Rick Rude's like 180, and then all the other ones are like well over $200. Ultimate Warrior probably being one of the most expensive one, besides King Haku, pretty much besides Haku. And Big Boss Man with his nightstick, I mean, you're probably gonna pay $1,000 for that. So I think Andre in this condition, I could if I really wanted to sell it, I could probably put it on there as $400 or my best offer, pretty much. I've seen Andre like this go for $800. He's in really good shape. All the other Andres I've seen online, there was one where his paint was all rubbed off right here, and it did not show that white marking. So I am not paying a lot for something that I do not know for a fact that has that on the bottom of it when it comes to these figures, these Grand Toys ones, the Black Series. So yeah, we got Andre in there, and then we got Jimmy Hart with the hearts on the microphone. He's in pretty good shape. Jimmy looks good. He's not looking too bad. He's got a little bit of, I try to clean him up, make that jacket look a little bit whiter, but I mean, it is what it is. He's not bad. I mean, really, the lot wasn't what I got him for, but I'm glad he did because I don't have Jimmy Hart in my collection, so now I do. But I am super stoked over Andre the Giant, for sure. Was not expecting this. You know, knew he had Transformers. I didn't do anything with the Transformers. I was just broke. We just went through all the stuff he had in his garage, and like he had stuff in boxes and bags, and it was just random stuff like Happy Meal toys. Man, there's all kinds of stuff. The Raisin Men, like Hardy stuff, cups. A lot of stuff that I already have that I know I have. But yeah, I got these. And then later on today, I just got back from seeing a good old buddy of mine. He runs a wrestling school here in town. He had, been messaging each other, and he's like, hey man, he's like, I got some stuff. I don't know if you collect pop figures, which he knows I don't collect. I'm not big into those, but he had a Hulk Hogan pop figure. So he's like, hey man, give me $10 or whatever, and I'll give you this Hulk Hogan. I was all right, cool, man. And then, we talked for a while, and I hanged out with him for a little bit. And then my brother came over there, and, we just kind of like sat over there and talked a good bit. And, caught up on everything, see how we been, stuff like that. But yeah, I got Hulk Hogan. Not crazy about the pops, but hey, I got a Hulk Hogan one where he's ripping his shirt off, so I think it's pretty cool. So I have that. And then these figures, which I know about these little, I don't know if you call them a figure. I would say they're more like what are these? The Hero Collectors, I guess. The Hero Collector. I don't know what you call these. Championship Collector. I mean, I'm kind of new to this. I've seen them, but I don't really, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I've seen a few of them. They're pretty cool. But anyways, this one, he gave it to me for free. The Macho Man. The only thing wrong with him is his fingers broke inside there or something like that. Like one of the little fingers that he's pointing. I don't know if y'all can see it because there's like a glare. I can tell. Yeah, but he gave me a Macho Man. When I'll take pictures of it, these will be on my Instagram tonight anyway. So I'll definitely will be posting those on Instagram tonight. And got a Bret Hart one that he gave me for $5. So I don't know exactly all about these, but this one's pretty cool. Cool looking Bret Hart. They come with like this little thing on the back. I'm not sure what it's about, or if it's like some kind of like little book. I don't know much about it. Alright, hang on. This is what it says right here. The definitive WWE magazine collection immortalizing the greatest personalities and champions from over 50 years of WWE history. Each issue features an official proof 16-page magazine written by WWE experts. The magazine takes a look at each superstar's career, the greatest matches, and the history of the WWE organization. That's pretty cool. I do not know if I'm going to open these, if I'm going to let them breathe, or I'm just going to leave them in the box and let them sit like they are. I'm not going to be collecting these for sure. I'm not too crazy about collecting. These are nothing I'm really after. But, I'm not going to turn away something that he just pretty much said, hey, you can have the Macho Man for free because I already got one. This one, his fingers broke. And for $5, you can have Bret Hart. So I was like, sure. So I spent $15 hanging out with him, kind of like paid $10 for the Hulk Hogan pop figure. And $5 for that, so it's $15 here. And I think these things go, $20 online? I was looking at some of them a while earlier, and I was just like, the Ultimate Warrior looks cool, the Macho Man looks cool, and the Hulk Hogan I would like to have, maybe Stone Cold, and whatever ones they have. Probably got Undertaker and Andre Giant, probably. I need to look into that. I don't know much about it. And also, I forgot to show y'all these two that I got while I was over there. When I picked those LJNs up, Shawn Michaels was over there. I had him when I was growing up. My dog had chewed, I think, his head off and his arms off or something like that. And I never had him, this guy, Diesel. Kevin Nash, or whatever you want to call him, Big Daddy. This is not the Big Daddy one, the cool whatever. The one where he comes with Razor Ramon. Excuse me, Razor Ramon. But This is from Series 1 of the Bone Crunching action figures. I never had Diesel when I was a kid. I always wanted him. The only ones I had from that line were Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Goldust, and The Undertaker. And true story about this, the first one I ever got was The Undertaker and Bret Hart figure. Well, what I remember is Bret Hart's leg broke off and Undertaker's arm came off. Those figures are real. These figures were real easy to break. It didn't take much to break their arms, but this Diesel seems to be pretty tight. I mean, like, you know, he's not really loose or anything. Like his waist a little bit is loose, his legs a little bit. But the one thing about these figures, I mean, when you're a kid, you didn't think about this, I guess, but I kind of did somewhat when I got a little bit older and I was still playing with these. The size and the shape, the height and stuff like that. You know, like Shawn Michaels and Diesel are pretty much the same height. And everybody knows Kevin Nash is a really tall guy, so, and Undertaker was too. You know, as long as you had Undertaker and Kevin Nash a little bit taller than the other guys, I was pretty, as long as the big guys were taller, it always bothered me that, you know, that Shawn Michaels, he looks like he's almost taller than Kevin Nash, which, you know, that's not true. But I'm glad to have Kevin Nash. I do need to make a video for y'all to show y'all my bone crunching action figures. I don't have a lot of them right now. I have some cool stuff that I have never showed y'all, that I have collected over the years, and I just never showed y'all. I need to have, I'm going to actually have them out on display soon. Some of the bone crunching figures, I definitely like the ones I have that are really in good shape like these. I have some that are still mint in the box. Some of y'all are gonna probably lose your mind when for y'all that collect the bone crunching action figures. You'll see some of the stuff I have. I'm gonna talk about that in my next couple of videos. That's probably the next videos I'm gonna have. It'll be based off some of the ones I have boxed still. But I do have a big container in my closet that's slap full of these bone crunching action figures. But majority of them are really worn out. The paint's coming off a lot of them. A lot of them are like, you know, maybe got a missing arm, missing head, you know, just random stuff. They're real loose, where they were play with. I play with them religiously. I do not have my ring here, the monster ring. I do want to get a new one. I want to get one that's still in the box, and I would like to get the one that I had growing up, and I'd like to fix it. I think I could get maybe a ring post for it, and I could fix it and maybe clean up the paint mark. Because like those rings, like when I played with them, I mean, they just got marked up from where, you know, you're in there doing suplexes and stuff like that with your wrestling figures and off the top rope, you know, that kind of stuff. And so it marked up my wrestling ring a good bit growing up. And I love that monster ring. I know a lot of people probably like, that ring was really too big for these guys, but for me as a kid, I could lay on the floor and have my arms up under the bottom ropes and I could just play. And like the new rings, when they were coming out, I just didn't like them because I felt like the wrestlers themselves were a little bit too big for the ring, but the monster ring was a little bit bigger for these. They're actually, the monster ring that they had was probably better for it was pretty much the same scale, I think, as the LJN Sling 'em Fling 'em ring. I'm pretty sure they use that same ring. You know, it's just, they just modified it a little bit with the stickers, you know, with the WrestleMania sticker, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series. I'm trying to remember what the other one, I'm pretty sure it was WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series. I'm trying to think what would the other one have been. SummerSlam, that's what it was. And, you know, the only thing that was different was the ring post on it. And that was pretty much all. It was, everything else was pretty much the same as that Sling 'em Fling 'em ring. So, anyways, but I love that ring. And the only other wrestling ring I ever used besides that one, I had two other ones I liked to play with when I was a kid. And I had the WCW Nitro ring, the one that, you know, that came with the stage and that little, it was cool because I could have my ladder matches with that ring growing up. And it had like the little hook. So, yeah, I liked that ring for that. But the other wrestling ring I loved using as a kid that I played with a lot was I had a cage ring. It was like a steel cage ring. It was a ring that opened up, and you could put your wrestling figures and all your other little stuff, little accessories and stuff in it. And that was my other favorite ring to use when I was a kid. And then I think I had a WCW ring. So I actually had 4 rings. There was another the WCW ring that was for like the San Francisco Toy Maker wrestling figures. I had one of those. I think I got it at KB Toy Store for like $5, and it came with like the red cage ring and like the little button you push, and it does like the 3 counts and the crowd cheering and the bell ring, which that was kind of cool to have. And I did use that ring a good bit too for like these guys. I played with these guys. These were the ones I played with. Like these were the ones I was growing up playing with. Yeah, I had my LJNs that I was collecting as a kid, But you gotta remember, like LJNs they had been done stopped making them when I was born. I was born in '86, so I didn't really know a whole lot about wrestling. I probably didn't really start knowing anything about wrestling. I mean, I knew a little bit about it when I was like, I remember being like 4 and kind of knowing what wrestling was. Like, I knew who Hulk Hogan was at that age. And the only reason I knew is because my great-grandpa, like, both my great-grandparents loved pro wrestling. Like, they watched that stuff like it wasn't. I mean, that was their thing to watch. My great-grandfather loved wrestling. And my Uncle Hubert and all them, like, they loved wrestling. So when my grandma would take me down there, we go visit, because my grandma sold Avon. So I would ride with her and we'd go to see my kin folks, and she might have something she brought to them, and I'd go see my great grandparents, and that's what they'd be watching, wrestling. So that was where my love for wrestling started. Didn't know where it was at, didn't know how to find it growing up till I got to be about 5, and then when I hit, when I got 5 and it helped me get a little bit older, I remember watching Hulk Hogan a little bit, but wrestling was hard to, like, the only wrestling I remember that would come on a lot of times was like WCW, the NWA type stuff. So I wasn't really into that at that time. I remember Sting, and I was into that a little bit, but I remember when I really got into wrestling, I think I was about 6 or 7 when I really became a wrestling fan. Like, lived it and breathed it pretty much. By that time, that was all I was into. So from there on out, it was all about wrestling, man. Like Hulk Hogan, when he made that jump ship WCW, and Macho Man was right behind him, and it was Ric Flair, and it was oh man, there were so many of them. Taskmaster and the Four Horsemen and the Giant. Man, dude, like that was when I really started wrestling. Took off for me then. That was it. I was hooked from there on out. It broke my heart as a kid, though, when Hulk Hogan came out there at Bash at the Beach. Like, I didn't know nothing about it because I didn't watch the pay-per-views at that time. I remember watching a replay of it, and I was just like, Hulk Hogan's back. I was like, all right, cool. He came out there to help Sting, and I knew who Scott Hall was. I knew he was Razor from WWF. So, and then when Kevin Nash made his appearance, and I was like, oh, damn. I was like, there's Diesel. And that's why I never got him, because, like, when he came out, it was pretty much like once these figures came out, I think, Diesel was still there for just a little bit longer. Razor had already he was gone. He was Scott Hall on WCW, the Outsiders. This whole NWO thing was coming. Like, we didn't know what was coming. And then when Hogan came out there, and I was just like, Hulk Hogan's there to save the day. He's coming out there to help his buddy Macho Man. And then I remember hearing Bobby Brain Heenan saying, but whose side is he on? Or something like that. Is he the third man? Or some shit like that. And I was just like, what are you talking about, Bobby Brain Heenan? You always hated Hulk Hogan. So anyways, Hulk Hogan, everybody, knows what happened. Like, Hogan drops the leg on Macho Man. I was like, what did I just see? As a kid, I was just like, what did I just see? And it's just like, God, you're just like, no. And it broke my heart as a kid. Like, I mean, I was a Hulkamania. I was all about Hulk Hogan and Macho Man. Those are my two guys. I was just like, I was just like, I was so mad at Hogan for that. And then the whole NWO thing, and I was all WCW. I was team WCW after that. I was like, Hogan's gonna get his shit. He's gonna get what he deserves. And I remember I had the Hog Wild on VHS tape. That was pretty cool. I remember watching that. That's when Hogan won the world title from the Giant. I remember Ric Flair, I think, wrestled Eddie Guerrero that night. I think Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, I want to say, wrestled Sting and Luger. I want to say that's who they wrestled. It's been so long I don't remember. I just remember the main event was Hogan and the Giant, Hollywood Hogan. But yeah, man, it's just when I saw these, it just hit me. Like, I was just like, man, I remember telling my grandma, I was like, I want Diesel and Razor. My grandma, I know, bless her heart, she looked everywhere for them probably when I was a kid. And every time we went to Walmart, that was Dixie just doing her little. She does that when we wake up in the morning. You ought to hear what she does when we wake up. And then she makes that little noise and she'll go, yeah, I'm talking about you. Look, I'm talking about you, don't you? Yeah, I'm talking about you, ain't I? You gonna tell them, hey? You gonna say, hey? You gonna talk? You gonna talk to me? No, you gonna burp instead, okay. But anyways, let me put this back over here. But anyways, guys, like I was saying, it just brought back so much memories when I saw Diesel. I was like, I never had him as a kid, and this is the first time I've ever held a Diesel bone crunching action figure. And I was just like, when I saw it, I was just like, man, I don't know why all these years did I wait to now to finally get a Diesel. I don't know. Diesel and Razor was always one I was after when I was a kid. Never could find them. But I had 3 or 4 different Shawn Michaels. I had the blue one, the red one, the white one, the DX one, a red one again. I had a bunch of different Shawn Michaels. Definitely just brings back memories, like just as a kid playing with these figures, like just the matches I would create, and just it really does bring back a lot of memories. I mean, yeah, I'm happy that I found, you know, Andre the Giant, and you know that was a big find today. I mean, really. But this right here really just it hit me. It hit home. Just the fact that, you know, I had Diesel now, and now I need to get Razor, you know, and brings back memories. Like I remember Christmas. Like I really should save this story for whenever I decide to get the Monster Ring and I get some of these LJNs, bone crunching action figures set up and kind of like show y'all. That should be another video, but it just brings back Christmas. I want to say it was Christmas 1996 probably. And I got this Shawn Michaels, Vader, Owen Hart, Ultimate Warrior, Goldust, and Bret Hart. I had the Survivor Series, whatever it was, that red box with the green Ultimate Warrior, the Goldust. Bret Hart was in there, and this Shawn Michaels was in there. So, and I got Vader, and I got the Monster Ring that year for Christmas, and Undertaker, and I was so happy. You just don't know, I was so happy. Like stuff like that you didn't know really existed. Like I didn't really know. Like that Christmas is when I really, besides having that Bret Hart and the Undertaker, like I said, they broke on me, so I didn't have them no more. And that Christmas I got that, and I never knew nothing about the ring. So when I got that ring, I mean, it just, my mind just like, as a kid, that was just the coolest thing ever. And I remember that year was like, it was like, you know, Space Jam was big, and my brother got a lot of Space Jam stuff, and I got all my wrestling stuff. That's what I remember getting. That was the Christmas year that I got a lot of wrestling stuff, and I was so happy, guys. I was so happy. But yeah, this brings back a lot of memories. So I am definitely happy for what I got today. I say it's a really good, when you can find this kind of Andre the Giant, you pay only like $35 for all those. Definitely was worth it. Definitely got my money out of that. Definitely a big score, for sure. And I'm pretty sure Jimmy Hart here goes for anywhere from $15 to $30 online anyways, but this Andre the Giant definitely goes for over $300 something in that condition for sure. But yeah, guys, I must say it was a good day today. I got my ass kicked these past couple days working like I did. I worked some 12-hour shifts. Got some extra money, so I can pay my truck off this coming week. So that's going to free me up with some money to kind of pay some bills off, pay some credit cards down a little bit, and put some money into the house. So I'll probably be buying some more figures again here soon. Ain't no telling what I'm gonna get into. It's always, you know, I'm so happy I got this Diesel. I mean, it's just, I know I can get this guy on eBay for probably like $20. I probably can get him on mint on card for $20. So I don't know. I guess it was just the thrill of finding him out in the wild, and finding that Andre the Giant out in the wild really blew my mind today. So definitely, definitely was a good day today. Got to see an old friend, talk about wrestling with him. Definitely just one of those good days, man. Just a good day today. But anyways, guys, welcome to the new year. Hey, this is one hell of a way to start off the new year for me. It's 2021, and I found a black singlet Andre the Giant, paid less than $40 for him and a bunch of other wrestling figures, and picked up these two guys for like $5. Got them two for $5. Got this other stuff that I don't know much about, but it's cool. So it's gonna go in the room. It's part of the the whole wrestling and video games and all the other stuff that I like to collect. So, hey, we're starting off the year good, guys. I hope that everybody else is doing good out there that's watching this video. I hope this video was entertaining for you. I hope you enjoyed my stories, and I hope y'all are having a good one. I hope this year is going to be good for everybody this year. Let's hope that COVID is going to come to an end. Hopefully, I don't see it happening, but we can pray. I pray for all my healthcare workers out there that are working their ass off, that know the struggle. I'm praying for everybody out there. Hopefully, everything's going to get better, guys. And I hope so for the best. I hope we're going to find peace and everything. And I hope, everybody's doing good. And just stay safe out there, guys. And I'll see y'all later. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check me out on Instagram if you hadn't. It's the same name as my YouTube channel. I post a lot of pictures, usually daily. I know I need to post some more now, but I just try to post what I can. So, whatever I pick up that day or whatever I get in the mail or whatever, I'm going to post on Instagram for y'all. But anyways, guys, I'm getting out of here. I hope y'all have a good one. Peace.